Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here with us for our weekly press conference. For this week's topic, we will focus on crime statistics for the first half of 2025. Since I became the mayor of Erie in 2018, I have prioritized public safety. The men and women of the Erie City Police Department are doing incredible work to ensure that our city is a safe place to live, work, play, and raise a family. Today, I'm extremely happy to report that major crime continues to decline or remain at very low levels thanks to the leadership of our Chief Dan Spizzarni, his command staff also, and the dedication of the entire Erie Police Department. Some of you are here with us too, and we thank all of you for everything. Reducing crime is central to our vision of ensuring that Erie and people here, everyone, can live in a safe, vibrant, and welcoming neighborhood. To achieve this vision, we must not only focus on enforcement, but we must also prevent crime from happening. Since 2018, thanks to grants and ARP funding, we have accomplished the following 12 things. First, we reestablished the crisis car and the juvenile unit. Second, we added community policing officers. Third, we reinstated the K-9 unit. Fourth, we increased the number of certified bicycle cops from 2 to 35. Fifth, we funded crisis team co-responders. Sixth, we required millions of dollars in equipment and technology. We acquired that. Seventh, we secured 2 SWAT command and response vehicles and a bomb squad regional response vehicle. Eighth, we implemented body-worn cameras. Ninth, we installed license plate readers on all 38 frontline vehicles and at 12 key intersections in the city of Erie. 10th, we installed ShotSpotter. 11th, we grew the Police Athletic League and the COPS Initiative from 35 students at one school with 6 officers to now more than 1,700 students in 28 locations with 120 police officers now involved. 12th, we purchased the former Kohler Brewery, Miller Brothers building on State Street as a future home for the city's new public safety complex and emergency operations center. We also increased the police complement to 194 officers and gave our officers the tools they need to do their jobs safely, effectively, and efficiently. This has been the key to our success prevention and enforcement strategy. With us today is Chief Dan Spizzarni to provide an update on the crime statistics for the first half of 2025. And Chief Dan Spizzarni, the floor is now yours.
Thank you, Mayor. Besides going over the crime stats for the first half of the year compared to the last 2 years, I also have an update report I'll do on ShotSpotter, and I'll follow that up with a overview of our major crime statistics going back the past 11 years to show where we're at. Let's start right now with, again, the first half of the year, January 1st through June 30th. In that time frame, we had 2 homicides. Last year was 1. The year before that, there were 7. So 2 was a good start. Unfortunately, we know in the last month there were 2 additional in the city. But as the stats go from the first 6 months, we're doing pretty good there. Our shots fired continue to be reduced. From 3 years ago, 76, to last year, 49, to this year, 31. In 2014, we had 379 shots fired. We're down to 31 in 6 months. In the past 6 months, we had 5 people shot. That's our lowest total in many, many years. Last year was 8. The year before that, there were 27. You can see that the number of officers in our initiatives to anti-crime, anti-violence are working clearly. Our aggravated assaults so far this year are at 45. Last year was 43. The year before that, it was 83. So we're holding steady compared to last year, which is a very good sign. Robberies continue to hold right around the 41 mark, pretty steady there. Our assaults are up slightly, 216. Last year was 212, so only up 4 from where we were. Still down from the 226 in 2023. Stolen firearms. Again, we matched last year's total of only 25 guns stolen in the first 6 months of the year. In 2022, we had 88 guns stolen in the same period of time. So a significant decrease there. We're remaining good. Recovered firearms, 96 this year, 97 last year, 133 the year before. Again, our concentration on violent crime, firearms, is producing results. On the property crime side, our burglaries are down from 183 last year at this time to only 135, so a significant decrease in burglaries. Our theft from motor vehicles has dropped 3 years consistent from 173 to 147 down to 115. And here's our one category that again continues to rise, and we've seen this really for 4 years now, is our general thefts have gone up. This year, in the 6 months, we have 669 thefts. Last year was only 606. The year before was around 500. So we've seen a significant increase in thefts. One of the things that we did find out was that along with our frauds did jump from 122 to 265. We know that the porch pirate problem continues, that items are being stolen that are left on doorsteps from delivery services, as well as we've had another incident where a credit card illegal reader was put on a machine and they were skimming those numbers, and our reports went up significantly because of that. We were able to just recently determine that. So thefts are rising. So what are the items that are being stolen the most? I've got the top 10 here. Currency, United States money. 314 times it reported that currency was the stolen. Number 2 is other, 225. Tough to say exactly what those are. Number 3, merchandise for sale. So generally a retail theft, 167 of those cases. Household goods, 141. Those are your Wayfair packages that are being left on doorsteps and being stolen. Consumable items, so food at convenience stores, say, 125 reports. Number 6 is tools, 103 reports of tools being taken in the first 6 months of the year. Number 7, purses or wallets. We've had 90 reports of purses or wallets stolen. We've had 85 cell phones reported stolen, 76 credit cards, 69 pieces of clothing, 53 motor vehicles, and 51 identification documents. That makes our most 12 stolen items of the first 6 months of the year. So what's least stolen? Heavy construction equipment, logging equipment, counterfeit currency. Now these are government categories. We didn't create them. It's the government that created these categories. Number 4 on least stolen items, audio visual recorders. Your VCRs are safe. Number 5, musical instruments. And number 6, art supplies. All of those have 0 stolen in the first 6 months of the year. Back to our crime stats here. Our sex offenses have been hard to pin down, from 130 down to 81 up to 117. So we're in the middle there. It's kind of fluctuated. We're still working on a lot of those cases. On the rapes, we've gone from 22 down to 11, and we're back up to 19 so far this year. So we continue to work on those. On our ShotSpotter. ShotSpotter covers approximately 25% of the city. 1/4 of the city is covered. It was purchased with a federal grant just over 2 years ago, over $900,000 for the system. Now, just this past January 1st through July 22nd, so just a little over half a year. This year, there was 131 shots reported fired. Last year, in that same time frame, there was 173. That's a 24% decrease in the number of shots fired. The number of rounds fired this past year was 285, when last year we were at 408, so a 30% decrease. The use of ShotSpotter, the additional officers through the ARP hiring, and the concentration on our violent crimes, firearms, has been successful in bringing these numbers down. Since the day ShotSpotter was installed back in July of 2023 through July 22nd of this year, they reported 722 times gunshots being fired. 1,630 rounds were reported fired. Now, are all 722 reports actual gunfire? We get into what we call ground truth. Ground truth is when officers who respond to a shots fired, if they can confirm actual shots were fired, either they found a victim, they found shell casings, items that may have been struck by bullets, a gun lying behind, which we have recovered multiple guns, or video evidence that there was a shooting. Those are confirmed cases. Out of the 722 total incidents they called in, 178 were confirmed as gunfire. So only 24% of the 722 alerts. Because of ShotSpotter, 5 victims were found. Because of ShotSpotter, 6 immediate arrests were made. An additional 6 were based on evidence from ShotSpotter. Now here's my concerning part here, particularly as the money from this grant is running out and we are close to losing the service of ShotSpotter, is that of the 178 confirmed shots fired, only 26 times did we get a phone call from a citizen telling us they heard a gunshot. We would not have known about many of these shots. By using ShotSpotter, we're going and recovering evidence, whether it's video, witness, or physical evidence, such as the gun that's left behind or shell casings left behind. And we're making arrests on those people. Even though nobody was hit, we're taking those violent individuals off the street. So out of 178 shots fired confirmed, only 15% of the time did a member of the public call 911. That's one thing that we're going to stress here in the future, as we will probably end up losing ShotSpotter shortly, is that if citizens believe they hear gunfire, it will be important for them to notify us. Otherwise, we'll have no clue that it's going on out there. The good news, though, is, like I said, our violent crime is at the lowest it has been in many, many years. To finish up here, we're looking at just a couple categories, and we're talking since 2014. We started keeping track of our statistics in 2018 when the mayor came in. We did a research back, we got these stats, and we've been keeping them ever since. And I can tell you here, it's good news. Homicides, averaging from like 10 to 11 a year, and a high year being 2023, where there were 14. Last year, there were only 6 homicides. Again, the best year we've had. The number of shots fired has gone up and down, 379 in 2014, down to just 104 last year. The number of people shot has gone from 2014, when we had 72 people shot in a year, to last year, 18. Currently, I believe we are at, as of this date, 6. So the violent crimes are consistently down to the lowest numbers they've been in over 11 years. Our aggravated assault case, and I wish I had brought the board, but you can clearly see the decrease every year in this chart, which takes us from 242 aggravated assault cases to last year's 92, the least we've had in over 11 years, clearly down. And the same thing below is the number of robberies, another violent crime. And the robberies have gone down to 84, which is only one above the least. In 2021, there were 83. I think we were coming out of COVID at the time. So there weren't a whole lot of robberies going on. We've now reached back down to that number. On the property side, we've been tracking the burglaries all along. In 2014, you can see 803 burglaries in the city of Erie in 1 year. That has dropped to its lowest level. Last year was only 267. So to wrap it up, our current statistics for the 6 months of this year compared to the previous 2, the violent crimes are down. Our property crimes have increased, and we're working on that. But then looking at our past 11 years, all our violent crimes and burglaries have significantly dropped, again, because of the hard work of the men and women of the Erie Police Department, the technology we've gotten, and the dedication, hard work that they put into these cases. So I'm proud to say that the city of Erie is much safer than it has been in many, many years. That's all I have, Mayor.
Thanks very much, Chief. Really appreciate it. That was a great update. We really appreciate the work and your team, and 3 of them are here with us, are doing to make things better here in Erie. Our police department is doing incredible work, and I encourage everyone to join me in letting them know what a fine job they are doing to protect and serve our community. I also want to sincerely thank Chief Spizzarni, the command staff, City Chief of Staff Renee Lamus, and grants from teams for working so hard to secure much needed funding to equip the Erie Police Department with the tools that they need to do the job and to hire the staff necessary to protect the city of Erie. This is truly a job well done, and I, again, congratulate the entire police team on their efforts here. Next, before we close, I want to provide a couple of updates. Our Love Your Block team will be focusing on cleaning up of junk and debris on the East Side neighborhood this Friday, that's tomorrow, August 1st, and on Saturday, August 2nd. So on Friday, August 1st, between 10:30 and noon, our staff, volunteers, and members of the groundwork team will help to remove junk and debris from the neighborhood's vacant lots and alleys and load it onto the dumpster located at East 8th and Reed Streets. Residents of the East Bayfront can also drive their junk and debris to this dumpster between noon and 3:30 on Friday, August 1st. So that's coming up tomorrow. Then on Saturday, the next day, August 2nd, between 9 and 11 a.m., a dumpster will be located at the dead end of 4th and Reed or at the Wallace Playground. We're not sure which one of those two it's going to be in yet, but residents can dispose of their junk and debris there as well. The Love Your Block team will next visit the East Avenue area on Friday, August 8th, so that's a week from tomorrow, yet at a yet-to-be-determined time, and the Pulaski Lighthouse area on Saturday, August 5th, and that one will be from 9 to 11 a.m. for our 3rd and 4th dumpster cleanups. Stay tuned for more details on these when they become available. If you would like to volunteer to help in these neighborhood cleanups, please call 814-870-1269. So that's 870-1269. Or you can also email us at loveyourblog@erie.pa.us, or you can visit erie.pa.us/loveyourblock. We welcome people of all skills and abilities. Please also don't forget that we have the next 2 free concerts are coming up in the 814 concert series and the Sounds of Summer this coming Sunday and Monday. So first on Sunday, August 3rd at 5 p.m., the 814 concert series will take place at Baldwin Park. Performing will be the Reminiscent Band, and food will be available from Triple D's as well there. Then on Monday, August 4th at 7 p.m., the Sounds of Summer concert series will be at the Regency at South Shore. Performing there will be the Presque Isle Little Big Band. Once again, I want to thank UPMC Health Plan, Northwest Bank, and Alan Zerker, and the local 17 Music Fund for their sponsorships of the 814 concert series and the Sounds of Summer. It's hard to believe we'll get the 5th one, the second last one, very soon here. Finally, next Tuesday, August 5th, is National Night Out Day. This is one of my favorite days of the year. There are 13 gatherings scheduled in our neighborhoods all around the city, and my team and I, along with our Erie firefighters and Erie police officers, will be traveling to each one to greet everyone that's there. And we look forward to seeing all of you there as well. So that concludes this week's press conference. As Celebrate Erie is just 2 weeks from tomorrow, please be sure to follow us on social media for the latest updates on everything happening here in the city of Erie. Both of us that spoke are now available for interviews. Thank you all for being here or for watching on TV, and have a great Thursday, Friday, and weekend coming up. Thank you very much.